Welcome to another episode of Bikepacking in Punjab. This weekend we are actually pushing from Mohali to Mukherian, which is a place that falls quite close to Pathankot. So the plan is to go from Mohali to Balachor, and I'll be picking my ride buddy Rauf, who is a person from Lakshdweep, and we will push from there to Hoshiarpur, then to Dasuwa, then Mukherian, and back home. This was one of the best experiences that both of us had in spending time together, even though we had experience in pushing to different places together. But this ride was a combination of fun, enjoyment, life lessons, sunrise and sunset, beautiful time around. So here we go.
Alexa, stop.
Mohali was sleeping peacefully. Meanwhile, I got myself ready. A cup of black coffee, warm up, and I started pushing forward. This is one of my regular routes. I've been to these tracks several times. When I reached Balachor, my ride buddy Rauf also joined. We have taken up a few trips together to Himachal and different districts of Punjab. So it was quite comfortable for both of us to synchronize. We were able to start from Balachor with a beautiful view of the sunrise, and the road from Balachor until Dasuwa, it's going to be quite convenient due to the lush greenery on both sides of the road. We wanted to get some basic groceries and we stopped at Karshangar. Later in Sailakot, we had a breakfast. As usual, it's bread omelette for breakfast whenever we cycle. And at this restaurant, it was delicious as well. After having a delicious breakfast, it was again time for us to push further to Hoshiarpur. Whenever we come across Hoshiarpur, we always stop at the bike store so that we can get our cycles, get some basic checkup, and that always happens whenever I go. This is on the main highway. Soon after that, it was time for us to purchase something for ourselves, and of course, we needed some protein. We stopped at the fish and meat market. This is in the Mall Road in Hoshiarpur, and we started searching for options, and it was too harsh on the main highway for a while due to the weather condition. We started searching for some places where we could ride conveniently. Luckily, just before Haryana, we were able to find a trail like this. That was actually quite satisfying for us to find a place. This added some off-road experiences. The time was exactly 12:30, and we could still experience the shade just because of places like this. Even though we had no clue to where we were going, we were really enjoying the moment. We were sure that this will definitely meet us to some main road, and it happened. But that was not towards the Suwa. Instead, it was a small road, and we understood that this might be connecting to some main road somewhere around. But the weather was 30 plus. We were getting a bit exhausted. We really wanted to stop somewhere and think of preparing some food. There was no shops nearby. It was almost 3 o'clock. Schools were already dispersed and we could see the children walking back home. Many of them had questions on where we are from. The point was that we had to find out where we are heading. We didn't check in the Google, instead we just wanted to see where we reach up to. I had a feeling that this would reach to Tanda road, and it was right. We reached Hoshiarpur to Tanda road and we found a very hard-working man. And we decided to stay here, spend some time with him, learn about his life. So we decided to settle down here. We talked to him if we could stay. He was so humble, working with his hands on making what you see right now, the so-called cone. And when we said that we would stay here and prepare some food so we could share what we have, he was readily accepting the option, and he helped us to make our fire ready. And this is him, a man of more than 70 years old, spending his life in a shed like this and working all the way. And that's it. We found the reason for our travel today, and both of us decided this is the place we are going to have. The owner of this land had left his motorcycle over there and he went somewhere. Meanwhile, we started our work. We started cooking. He was kind enough to call his owner and inform about us. And to our surprise, his owner was offering a stay in his house, which was not what we really wanted. Listen to his words.
ना ना ये घर वाली ऐसी हाँ बोल दिया उन्होंने
बोला था ना वे घर पे चलो
सानू ही पसंद है इत्थे सोना
मैं कोई रहता हूँ बाहर मेहनत करेंगे ये फूल लगाए हैं ये फूल खिलेंगे हम तोड़ेंगे एक क्रेट फिर शहर में ले जाएंगे
नहीं ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਉਮਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ काम कर रहे हैं ना
हाँ जी हाँ जी
बड़ी बात है
काम तो कर्म है
हाँ काम तो कर्म है
कर्म है जब तक चलता है थोड़ा बहुत
काम करते रहना सही है
Once the food was ready, we had it together, and within no time we thought of going to bed. And before that, I served some chicken to the non-human friend of my new friend. We named him Chachaji. In fact, we never asked our names to each other. We had a sound sleep, and the very next morning, it was like a childhood memory where I have been given natural alarm in the form of the hens and chicks that were inside, quite close to me. I had my hammock quite behind me. Rauf was lying like a baby. I think he woke up a bit earlier. Then it was the time for me to help Chachaji before he gets up. I thought of doing some of his duties at least for a day. And these guys were also quite happy. Oh, the impact of winter was already seen on the backs of our cycle and in the cycle itself. Even we had We had to use our blankets at time. We got ourselves ready. It was time to say goodbye, Chacha ji.
चलो फिर हम
अच्छा
ਆਪਾਂ
जी
ਚੱਲਦੇ हैं
हाय
ਤੁਸੀਂ
हाय
खुश रहो
जुग जुग बाजे रहो खुश रहो मेरे वीर
ठीक है जी
खुश
Right.
रहना मालिक आपका बहुत भला करेगा और खुश रहना मेरे यार जब तक जीवन जिंदगी है ना खुश रहना हाँ, मालिक खुश रखे बस
Chacha ji taught us again how can a person be happy for no reason, and simplicity is the key. This lesson was enough for us to push forward, and we started our journey further towards reaching Mukherian. So we had to find the highway, which was quite close. It was hardly 2 to 3 kilometers to find the national highway. This is a highway that connects Jalandhar with Pathankot, and a pretty common route for motorcyclists as well as travel enthusiasts who are planning towards Jammu and Srinagar. Soon after crossing the Suwa, we had a break for our breakfast, and that was nothing but a common paratha, that's what they call here. It was really delicious, and we got ourselves ready. And I was happy to see my friend enjoying his life in India. And in fact, this is his last month in India. He spent approximately a year and a half moving all around, and apart from that, he was working on upgrading his academic excellence. This will also be adding one more lesson and chapter towards his life in India. I can surely say that the time he spent with Chacha ji is one of the most significant experiences of his life. The extreme temperature in the highway forced us to find a place where we could have some relaxation. So we thought of, rather than riding in the sunlight, it's better to prepare some food. At the sewer, we bought some lamb as well as rice. So we were looking for a space where we could prepare this. At the same time, we were also spending the time in washing up riding gears, and we also started preparing our food. This is a habit that we always have. Being minimalist is one of the best options when you are bikepacking. We had enough spices with us, and the only things that we had to buy was the necessary veggies as well as some curds. So after marinating sufficiently, we started preparing our mutton. And we found that this route has strong network of railways, because many trains were passing by the time we were preparing our food, and this was best for us to rather than spending the time in extreme weather condition and catching sunstroke. This would be a better option. So we decided to cook, have shower, enjoy the moment.
बातें ये कभी ना भूलना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा, जाए तू कहीं भी ये सोचना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा.
By the time the food was ready, it was about sunset, So both of us decided to push back and go for a night ride as soon as food was ready. We prepared lamb gravy with rice and some curds,
mutton,
and that was it. With
dahi,
this energy,
rice.
we thought of pushing back home, and this was one of the best times that I have had in Punjab as a part of my cycling. And we started pushing back. By early morning, we were back home in our places and carrying a lot more than what we expected. Chacha ji was the best thing happened in this trip. Hope for a fantastic week ahead for you too. If you like what we do, please do subscribe this channel. Thank you.